Last week, my life turned upside down. It started like any other day. My wife came home late from work, which wasn't unusual since she often worked night shifts. But that night, something felt off. She looked exhausted and sweaty, which I brushed off at first. But then, there was the way she acted, nervous, distracted, like she was hiding something. At first, I tried to ignore it, convincing myself it was just my imagination. But as the night wore on, the feeling wouldn't go away. Something wasn't right. So, while she was in the shower, I did something I never thought I'd do. I checked her phone, and there it was, a string of messages between her and another man. It wasn't just casual texts. These messages were filled with intimacy and familiarity, the kind of conversation that no married person should be having with someone else. My stomach dropped. When she got out of the shower, I confronted her. I showed her the messages and asked her to explain. At first, she denied it, but when I pressed her, she broke down in tears. She admitted everything and started apologizing over and over, saying how sorry she was, how it was a mistake, and that she never meant to hurt me. But at that moment, I couldn't listen to her excuses. The betrayal was too much. I told her to leave. I needed space to process what had just happened. And honestly, I didn't want to look at her. She left the house, crying, and since then, my phone hasn't stopped buzzing. She's been texting me every day, apologizing, begging me to forgive her, saying she'll do anything to fix this. But how do you forgive something like that? How do you move past it when the trust is completely shattered? For days, I went back and forth in my mind. Part of me wanted to believe her, to give her the benefit of the doubt. We've built a life together, and it's hard to throw all of that away. But the other part of me, the one that felt the sting of her betrayal, knew I couldn't go back. Finally, I made up my mind. I texted her and told her I was filing for divorce. Her response was immediate. She begged me not to do it. She promised to change, to prove her love to me, to do whatever it took to earn back my trust. But some things can't be fixed. Some lines, once crossed, can't be uncrossed. I've decided to go through with the divorce. I know it's going to be painful, but staying in this marriage would hurt even more. So, that's where I am now, trying to pick up the pieces of my life and figure out how to move forward. It's not easy, and the road ahead feels uncertain, but I know one thing for sure. I deserve honesty, loyalty, and respect. And if I can't have that, then it's better to walk away. To anyone who's been through something similar, I know how hard it is. You feel like your whole world has been ripped apart and you don't know what to do. But sometimes, the hardest decisions are the ones that set you free. Thanks for listening to my story. If you've ever been in a situation like this, let me know how you handled it in the comments below. Your advice might just help someone else going through the same thing. Until next time,